puts one up from 19. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got his third rebound on the night. Here he got it! And so the first quarter is in the books. Rockets lead by 8. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnover.
So for Chicago right now, Butler and Snell are the wingmen. Pau Gasol is out there at Mirotic, and it's Rose in at the guard position.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Butler. And it comes off the front of the rim. Last season for James Harden was easily his best yet. Finished second in the MVP race. Put up huge numbers with career highs in points per game scoring. Greg at more than 27 a game.
And also carried that Rockets team that dealt with a plethora of injuries, mainly to Dwight Howard. And second in the league in scoring, I mean, narrowly losing out to Russell Westbrook, who just went on a tremendous tear the second half of the season. And then also finished runner-up in the MVP race.
Oh, and the jam by Rose. Rockets leading by 8. Reza passes to Harden. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Harden's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Rose, that's good.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Great positioning on the putback. Cabela's got the lead up to 10 now for the Rockets.
He sniffed out that board and then powered it back in.
Pure Mike Clark, so strong going back up with that one.
Playing to his strength, too, guys. That's what he's capable of. And guys, got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Jones checked in for Howard. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Lawson in for Patrick Beverly. And that one's good.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Harrell, he's checked in for Houston. Then for the Bulls. Portis, he's checked in for Gasol. Etuan Moore comes in for Jimmy Butler. And Brooks subbed in for Rose. Lawson up top. Brooks covering. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And something not a lot of people talk about, Ty Lawson's defense. He has the lateral quickness, Clark, and strong lower body that gives point guard's fits.
Yeah, he's like a fire hydrant in terms of his build and strength. He's a good ball defender, but he gambles sometimes, so that can cut both ways. He'll get steals, but he'll also put you in tough positions defensively.
Chicago making a switch here. McDermott's checked in. Back to Moore. McDermott, no one around him. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead. They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Yeah, they've got a little bit more pep in their step as they start to put together some rhythm.
Moore. Can't get it to go. And And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Corey Brewer is out there with Harrell. Then it's Thornton. Then there's Terrence Jones. And it's Lawson in at the point guard. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
You know, guys, one of the things that is always going to keep you competitive against the West is a good defense. It's one reason why the Bulls tend to be a tougher matchup for teams from the West, because they do D up.
The offensive rebound. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler.
That's his first personal foul.
Lawson again throws. And Lawson, here we go.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Back to Butler. From deep. And Jones pulls it down. Bulls had a good year against the West last season. 17 up, 13 down against the Western Conference.
Yeah, and how about playing 500 or better against every division in the Western Conference? So impressive to think they did so well given how many games some of their starting players missed.
And it's Rose missing. Dishes to Jones. Pass to Brewer. He feeds it to Harrell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the bucket. Good. Bulls trail by 20. Rose dishes to Mirotic. And again, no good by Chicago.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
For Chicago, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. A very slow start offensively.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
To the inside. Gasol with the steal.
Yeah, but just the second turnover of the game. I mean, overall, pretty meticulous offensively.
Yeah, I like what they're doing here, and that's really what it's all about. When you don't beat yourself, you become hard to beat.
So many people overlook Pau Gasol prior to last season, seem to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their heads for not going harder after him.
No good from Lawson.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Rose can't hit.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Lets the three fly, and it's Ty Lawson with the three. Lawson's got 5.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Rose kicks to Snell. Back to Rose. It's stolen by Lawson. And oh, here we go with Thornton with nobody back.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
At the line for your Rockets.
Hey guys, the wheels really fell off of Marcus Thornton's game last year. This was a deadly shooter who averaged over 21 points a game only a few seasons ago. But last season, under double figures at 9 per contest.
McDermott's checked in for the Bulls. Brooks comes in for Derrick Rose. Out of bounds, Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession. Out of bounds, Houston takes possession. On the topic of Thornton, Greg, last season he wasn't all bad. He did hit a career high 42% of his threes. Clark, the problem is he didn't provide anything else.
Yeah, he's an Allen wrench. He's a specialist. I mean, he's never been a great playmaker, rebounder, or defender. His money is made with his jump shot.
McDermott kicks to Mirotic to stop the run. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
That's his first
Bulls shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. He's off on the first.
Mirotic. 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. Butler with the steal. Here's McDermott. Missed. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Rockets on top. They finish off the 3rd quarter on a 10-1 run. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Taking a look at the Bulls. Butler and McDermott filling out the perimeters. Mirotic is out there with Taj Gibson. And it's Brooks in at the 1 spot. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Thornton for 3. And Butler sends it back. And it's Marcus Thornton with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Checking in.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
KJ McDaniels, he's checked in for Houston. Terry comes in for Ty Lawson.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam? And they're going to have a hard time climbing back into this game if they continue to defend like that.
Nice shot by Brooks.
For 3.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
Here's Jones. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Taj Gibson picks one up.
Shooting for you.
For Terrence Jones, Clark, very scary episode to begin last season. He suffered from a rare nerve damage to his left leg.
Yeah, he wondered if he'd be able to play again after missing 3 months. He finally got back out on the court. Good for him because I enjoy watching him play.
Butler passes to McDermott. He dishes it to Mirotic. They get it back. He shoots again. And Jones sends it back. Here's McDaniels. The Rockets again can't hit.